Hi there, Sandra here. I got my Siser Juliet today, so I've had the chance to get it set up, get it attached to the Wi-Fi, to do a camera test to make sure that my printing cuts were going to come out in the right place, and they are, just to calibrate that. And now I have done my first, what I call my first proper cut. So I chose an SVG that I designed myself. Well, I design all my SVGs, so why qualify that? But I decided to do a stencil, and the reason I didn't use card to make this stencil is because I'd never get it off the mat. The mats are super sticky at the moment. They won't retain their stick like that, I know that for a fact, but at the moment I would prefer to cut something that wasn't going to stay on the mat and take me 3 hours to get off. So I decided to use plastic, and because I could see this, I have some plastic that I usually use for stencils, but it's transparent. And because the mat is so sticky, I didn't want to risk leaving bits on the mat, so I've chosen to use a white one instead. It's just document folders, you know, the things that have got the thumb holes on the side. So I put it through my guillotine just to take the edges off and just use them as if they're A4 sheets. And they're really, really good for stencils. If you want to put glue on the back, you can, but yeah, 9 times out of 10, I don't need to. So this is my stencil design. As you can see, it is well cut. There's no burrs, no problem there cutting whatsoever. It's giving me a perfect cut. Now, I did some test cuts and I worked up to a force of 30 for this. And I believe I was cutting it on a speed of 10 or 12. I know it was relatively high at the scale. And boy, it did cut rather fast. So that's really great as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, that's my first proper test cut to see what it can do, and so far so good. I started off with my usual size stencil, which is A5 I think it is, and then I halved the size, so I've got this one, and now I've done this one, which is half again. It was 3.5 centimetres wide. So I'm going to see how well this has cut. And it has cut absolutely perfectly. I just got a piece hooked on there, which I need to remove. That is very impressive. I've probably got a little bit of extra weeding to do in here, but I'd have to do that off camera because I need a magnifying glass to actually do the weeding. But there we go, that is a stencil, and those lines there are extremely fine. There we go. That is literally 3.5 centimetres. You can see how fine this is, and it cut it beautifully and on a speed of 12. Didn't even have to slow it down. The only thing I've got difficulty with is getting my camera to focus. So well done, Juliet, very impressive.